Everybody's working. A new Inside Xbox. And our first look at the PlayStation 5 controller. Welcome to GNN. So hopping into our first story of the day, it looks like Sakurai, the creator of Smash, is finally working from home. He tweeted about it earlier today, and Push Dustin on Twitter actually translated it for us, saying that basically he's supervising now from home, and since Smash is such a top secret project, it's kind of hard to work on it remotely, but they're going to do their best anyway. So there's been crazy rumors about the latest game in the Cooking Mama series, Cooking Mama Cookstar, and it looks like things have gotten out of hand. There were reports about Cooking Mama Cookstar actually crashing Nintendo Switches or even overheating them. But then crazy rumors started to come out about the game actually using your Switch to mine for cryptocurrency. Yeah. So while these rumors were heating up, the developers stepped in to cool things down a little bit. And while the true story isn't as crazy as the game, crypto mining, it's still kind of wild. As it turns out, there's actually an ongoing legal battle between the publishers of the game, being Planet Entertainment, and the IP holders, being Office Create. The reason for this legal battle is because Office Create wanted to hold the game a little longer to finish up a little bit of polishing on it, but Planet Entertainment went ahead and released it anyway. This is probably the reason the game has been reported to overheat your Switch or even crash it. Luckily, it looks like this legal battle's only affected the eShop, so you can still find physical copies, or you can order it directly from their website. Now moving on to the bigger stuff, Xbox held an Inside Xbox apparently directly from Phil Spencer's house. It kicked off with him addressing the crowd about the recent events and saying that they got a whole bunch of things lined up. And it looks like they did. They had a whole slew of games to announce. Some highlights for me were Grounded, which is like an upcoming action-adventure game made by Obsidian Entertainment. It looks really good. I'm really interested in that. Game Pass is getting a bunch of new games, which is cool. Minecraft Dungeons releases May 26th. Gears Tactics is going to have no loot boxes or microtransactions, which is awesome to hear. And Sea of Thieves is getting a really cool update, so that's awesome. I can't wait to see it all. I can't wait to play some of it. I'll leave a link in the description to the Inside Xbox presentation, but I'll leave another link to a written version of it, so you can check it out there. And in our final story of the day, we finally got a look at the PlayStation 5 controller. Now, it looks like they're ditching their brand of DualShock and instead going for DuelSense. Now, looking at the controller, I can see why some people wouldn't like it. I personally love it. I'm a big fan of two-tone, futuristic-looking designs. I like the white especially. But, I mean, two-tone doesn't really do it for everybody. They added haptic feedback to the whole controller, so the example they keep giving is like driving through mud, as well as adaptive triggers, so like you could feel bow tension on the triggers while you pull it. I think that's really cool. They touched on battery life, which I think is good. I mean, everybody wants to know how long their controller is going to last. I know the Switch Pro controller lasts about 40 hours, so I hope this lasts around there, maybe longer. But I'm thinking probably a little less due to the light bar, but I don't know. The controller also features a built-in microphone, which I think is super cool. No longer will you have to deal with plugging in a headset just to say one word to a friend. I hope that push-to-talk is enabled on it, because hearing the background noise, whether it be a crying baby or pots and pans, wouldn't be fun online either. The final difference for the controller is they changed the share button to the create button. Now, I'm not really sure what the difference is, but apparently it's supposed to be an enhanced version of the share feature. So in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be like Share Factory, just at the touch of a button. And finally, we're going to end the show with games that released this week. Now, the big one is Final Fantasy Remake. Now, this is another one of the titles that everybody thought was never going to come out. Of course, Square's notorious for these with Kingdom Hearts 3 and now Final Fantasy, but it finally is out. It got a 4.5 from GameStop and a 4.5 from GamesRadar. Now, not only is this game beautiful, but they added a lot of cool new content to it, on top of revamping the battle system. Now, I say this about a lot of games on the show, but this one I really mean it. If you have a PlayStation 4, you gotta pick up Final Fantasy VII. It's one of those games that you really should play. So that's going to do it for GNN. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to stay updated for gaming news every week, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.